In this video, I'm going to show you strategies you can use to identify the likely bottom of Bitcoin in this bear market. How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a different video than you're used to. I'm going to show you some patterns I've noticed in doing research, because honestly, the question on everyone's mind here is, when is the end of this bear market? Now, a lot of people think it's already happened. In fact, Travis just came out with a video recently right here that $15,500 was the Bitcoin bottom. You've heard me say multiple times that it could be as far down as 12,000 right here. The unfortunate part about this is that no one truly knows when the Bitcoin bear market is going to end. So everything you're going to hear me say in this video should be taken with a grain of salt. I am not certain. No one can guarantee. I don't have a crystal ball, and no one really knows when it's going to be. However, you can get very, very close to the bottom, and I'm going to show you how. What you see mocked up on the chart right now is Bitcoin USD on the 1 month time frame. This is the entire history of Bitcoin. This is the entire time it has ever lived. Each of these three red lines represents a bear market bottom for Bitcoin. This is the first one, second one, and third one. And this yellow line so far is the bottom of this market identified on this candle. Now I'm going to go through several layers of things we need to be looking out for, starting fairly simply just about Bitcoin itself and going into more advanced using technical analysis. First up, we need to pay attention to halving cycles. Each white line here represents a halving cycle on Bitcoin, and to put it very simply, a halving event is just when the rewards for mining a block on Bitcoin is cut in half. Now, it has happened 3 times in Bitcoin's past, and you can see pretty clearly here that every time a halving cycle happens, we get parabolic moves in Bitcoin. The precursor to each one of these, though, is the bear market bottom here, as we can see. Now, we're very quickly approaching the 4th halving cycle right about here. It's estimated to happen in April of 2024. What you're going to see me mock up here is the date range between the bottom and the next halving cycle that follows it. And you can see right there, that's 12 bars or 12 months. This is 11 bars. And the next one right here is a little bit longer at 17 bars. So 17 months right there. So what you're going to see me do right here is take the average of all of these results, divide that by 3, and you have about 13 months. So if we go right here to the Bitcoin halving cycle, or at least the estimated point for that, 13 bars is right here. So we have about 2 months. That's estimated to be about March. And this is when a lot of people are actually online saying where we could actually see the real bottom. Of course, this is very rudimentary. This isn't like an exact science here. This is literally just the average of the past distances between the bottom and the next halving cycle. So there is layer 1. I'm going to keep this one up right here, but I am going to delete these past ones just to keep the chart as clean as possible. Next up is the amount after Bitcoin drops, how far it drops until it hits the bottom. So again, I'm going to mock this up on each cycle, each bear market, top and bottom, right down here. And we're going to bring back this handy calculator here. 93 plus 85 plus 84. Divide that by 3 and we get 87%. From the top of Bitcoin right about here, dropping to 87 down here. Get it a little closer to 87. Boom. That's quite a ways to drop. Now, the thing about Bitcoin is we're going to have diminishing returns every single cycle. What diminishing returns means is that every bull market cycle, each one will theoretically earn less and less each cycle. So let's be really conservative with this and move it to 80%, right about here. This 80% drop puts us at 13,845, which is right between that $15,500 level and the $12,000 levels that I'm seeing most commonly said online. Now, this is a little bit more advanced than this 13 months thing from the start of the halving cycle. So that is layer 2 of something we need to be looking at. The last thing I want to show you adds on some technical analysis with this. Now, what you're currently looking at are our flagship indicators here. First up is the price versus money flow and trend exhaustion indicators. And you're also seeing a heavily modified version of the TC top and bottom finder. Now, let's go into the settings of the TC top and bottom finder. I'll show you what I did. Head over to style and basically turn off everything except for buy and shapes here. Once you do that, head over to inputs, delete the show, take profit, market order, buy limits, all of those, and then set your signal strength to 1. What this is going to show you is some buy signals right here. We aren't going to be worrying about sell, strong sell, or any signals like that. We won't be worrying about the bands or anything else other than the buy signals on this indicator. What I'm noticing on the 1 month time frame here, just a little reminder about that. On the 1 month time frame, what I'm seeing is that price versus while money flow is extremely low on its chart. Trend exhaustion didn't have quite enough data, but at its start, it was extremely low on its chart as well. Second bear market bottom, price versus while money flow was very low on its chart. Trend exhaustion had just gotten out of the bottom red section. Third bear market bottom, price versus while money flow was well on its way down, and trend exhaustion was near the top of its inside bottom section as well. This is a really interesting correlation on the trend exhaustion. Most often we say to look for bottoms when it hits the bottom red area right here and right here, but when we're noticing the bottoms of the bear markets, it's actually in the innermost red section right here. Now, on top of the low on their charts correlation between the price versus while money flow and trend exhaustion, every single bear market cycle has a buy signal almost immediately on the candle after. In fact, the first two are literally the next candle afterwards has a buy signal. The third bear market had a buy signal on the second candle, but as of right now, we do not have a buy signal. With that said, this is a pretty big candle, so it's very possible. It's definitely not impossible that a buy signal could show up here. And at this point, this is what we're banking on, and this is what we really need to pay attention to. At this point, there is just so much uncertainty. There's just a big, giant question mark in the market. It literally 50-50 online. Some people think we're going up. Other people think we have not quite hit the bottom yet. I'm going to be honest, at this point, I'm not even sure. So at this point, I'm going to be presenting you a case for the bulls and a case for the bears. What you're seeing right now is Bitcoin. I'm back on the 1 day time frame, and the TC top and bottom finder is back to normal with a signal strength of 10. This is actually being filmed the day before this is released. This will be released on Wednesday night, and what I'm seeing right now is the sell signal that we have been waiting a long time for Bitcoin has just popped as soon as we tested structure resistance just before the FTX collapse. At this point, especially with whale money flow moving out of the market, it's very likely we're going to be moving down soon. In the first place, we're going to be looking at structure support is right about there at $18,300. In the short term, I think this is a strong possibility of where we could be going soon. However, we need to zoom out just a bit on the 1 week time frame to really see where we could be heading next. If $15,500 was truly the bear market bottom for Bitcoin, what we're likely to see at this point is this $18,300 level be the next higher low for Bitcoin. Higher lows followed by higher highs are conducive of an uptrend, and if we continue seeing these higher highs and higher lows, this means we will likely be at the beginning of the bull market. Now, whatever we do see, even if it is an uptrend, will be fairly slow, likely until we hit that fourth halving cycle, because historical data tells us once we hit that fourth halving cycle is likely when we'll see those parabolic moves upward. However, even if $15,500 was not the bear market bottom, it is very close by. The price of Bitcoin, in order to drop, will need to break 18,326 and the $15,500 level in order to begin moving farther back down. If it does this, and that's a big if, there's very little stopping Bitcoin from dropping all the way down here to $12,500. After that $15,000 mark, there is nothing here. There's no strong structure resistances or anything, structure supports, whatever. There is nothing in this area that would stop Bitcoin from moving down to that $12,500 level. You could make the argument that right here at this sell signal is a possible move right about the $13,700 level, but that's the very tip top. There's a lot more structure support right about here that with multiple touches along this route. That's the reason why I think that $12,500 mark is more likely if we do drop below this $15,500 support. Now, there is a ton of fundamental analysis that needs to go into this. I'm not going to pretend like I personally know where the bottom of Bitcoin will be. If I did, I would be heavily investing a lot more. But I want to hear what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions, your technical analysis, your fundamental analysis, anything. I want to know what you think about Bitcoin and where you think the bottom will be. In next week's video, I'm going to be doing these videos every Wednesday. I'm going to post the comment that shows the best argument for the $15,500 level. and the best argument for the even lower level. So again, leave your opinions down in the comments. If you want to get access to these indicators, the TC top and bottom finder price versus well money flow and trend exhaustion indicators, there will be a link in the description for you. It'll bring you to our indicator page right here. Now, the best possible deal, our number one seller right here, is the Pro Trader Bundle Pack. Now, this is going to include 11 indicators, including the TC top and bottom finder, trend exhaustion, and price versus well money flow indicators that you just saw me use in this video. I highly, highly recommend this one. This is the one that is making our customers the most money possible. So again, indicator links are in the description below. So with that, thanks for watching. Trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the next video.